Home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hi, I'm Rich Robertson with a CES IT Service Tech Tip. Have you ever wondered why your office phones fade in and out or drop off to silence? Does the other person keep asking you to repeat yourself or the voice become choppy? It could be your internet service is too slow, but most likely it's your company network. Is your phone plugged directly into your computer? Your IT guy should have warned you about that. Is your phone traffic sharing the same network as your data traffic? Your phone guy is going to tell you not to do that. He's making a sale. There are many other reasons why you could experience poor phone call quality. Either way, CES IT Service can resolve your voice over IP issues.
Don't let VoIP issues tarnish your image. Contact Rich today at 301-620-1580 or visit CESITservice.com to schedule a quick meeting. Call 301-620-1580 or visit CESITservice.com.
3. Here's Michelle Murray in the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
Accident activity now on the Beltway in College Park on the outer loop. It's to the ramp to northbound 95, and this is blocking the two right lanes of that ramp. Multi-vehicle accident. This is causing delays from Central Avenue. Also delays on the outer loop headed through Tyson's and again from the Springfield interchange to the Wilson Bridge. Inner loop still slow from the Dulles Toll Road towards the 270 spur, and more delays on and off from 355 all the way towards Pennsylvania Avenue. In Vienna, there is still an accident that has the northbound lane of Hunter Mill Road closed between Vale Road and Lawyers Road due to that long-standing accident. In Prince William County, watch out for an accident on Dumfries Road at Country Club Drive and on the Prince William Parkway eastbound at Telegraph Road, that in Woodbridge. Eastbound 66 between Glebe Road and Spout Run, that accident moved to the right shoulder. Traffic still very heavy from the connector road. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Stormwatch 7 forecast.
Tonight, rain early, then drying out with lows in the mid-40s. Tomorrow, rain becoming more widespread, temps in the mid-50s. Right now, 51 in Washington. I'm Heather Curtis on WMAL.
Now on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app. Mark Levin.
Nondescript building, we've once again made contact with our leader, Mark Levin.
Hello, America. Mark Levin here on this wonderful Friday. Our number, 877-381-3811, 877-381-3811. There's a lot to delve into today, and we will delve into a lot. But before we delve into the predictable, I want to talk about something, and that's the midterm elections. Why now? Because it's important. I'm starting to see some fraying of a handful of Republicans. And, you know, Abraham Lincoln gave that famous speech about a house divided. If the Republicans don't stick together, and certainly for the vast majority of them, support the president's agenda, they're going to lose the midterm elections. If they lose the midterm elections, some of these congressmen and senators will have their careers ended. And the president will be spending the next 2 years, as will members of his administration and family, as will the rest of us, dealing with investigations, allegations in the lead up to the 2028 election. The Democrats are actually in a very bad position. You're going to learn on Sunday on Life, Liberty, and Levin from Mark Penn that their ratings are extremely low. The only thing that can help them win is the Republicans, depending on how they conduct themselves. But if you start to have some running for the hills, they're going to drag down the rest of the party and the conservative movement. Here we have a piece in the Washington Post. Significant numbers of Republicans joined the Democrats in voting against President Trump's interests on high-profile pieces of legislation yesterday, suggesting his party's unyielding loyalty to this point in his term has started to splinter. Now, what's interesting about language like that from the Compost, really a bill doesn't come to the floor unless there's been a lot of give and take already between the Trump administration, Republican leadership, other Republicans. There's a lot that goes into it, a lot of discussion, a lot of compromise among Republicans. So it's not the Trump agenda in that sense. It's the Trump agenda, and that's the direction he wants to take the country. But there's also many, many Republicans in the House and the Senate who've participated in this, only to have a few of their fellow Republicans undermine them. Early in the day, the Senate advanced a bipartisan measure intended to block the Trump administration from conducting further military action in Venezuela. 5 Republicans joined every Democrat senator in advancing the resolution, following the White House's capture of Venezuela's president without explicit permission from Congress. I dare them and anybody else to tell me where he needs explicit permission from Congress, when in fact he does not. Congress is not in charge of military action and military decisions. Congress is in charge of funding the military, and if it chooses, cutting funding from the military. It has absolutely none actual role in military actions of any kind. That's what our history has demonstrated. That's what our debate that we have read and the framers have demonstrated. And that's what the Constitution provides. I just want to be utterly clear about this. Now, the resolution is expected to get a chilly reception in the House if it passes the Senate, which it did. With Speaker Mike Johnson unlikely to bring it to the floor, but it gave Senate Republicans an opportunity to come out against continued military action in Venezuela, which Trump and some administration officials have refused to roll out without congressional approval. Well, of course they refuse to roll it out. That's suicidal. And they don't need congressional approval. Since when do you need congressional approval? Democrat and Republican senators alike haven't gotten congressional approval. Trump survived House votes to overturn 2 of his vetoes, which requires 2/3 of the chambers, but at least 24 Republicans voted with Democrats to defy his will, demonstrating a greater willingness than seen last year to buck his party's president. Defying his will? 24 Republicans voted with Democrats. That means about 200 Republicans voted with the president. 35 Republican lawmakers voted to override Trump's veto of the Arkansas Valley Conduit Act, a bill meant to aid a decades-old Colorado River project, a water project. So here's Trump trying to control spending. 24 Republicans joined the Democrats. 25 Republicans, I should say, but it wasn't enough to overturn the veto. And also the Mesquite Reserved Area Amendments Act, which codifies tribal land rights in Florida. After those votes, House Democrats, with the help from Republicans, passed a bill to extend expired Enhanced Affordable Care Act subsidies, Obamacare. Massive fraud. The whole damn thing is a fraud, from theory to reality. 4 Republicans or 5 first jump ship, and then 17 total. Lawmakers voting against their party's president is common in midterm election years, particularly for vulnerable lawmakers who represent swing districts. Yet the repeated rebukes of the president and the number of lawmakers defecting are unusual, they say. They represent a continued challenge for GOP leaders with limited majorities who are struggling to corral their colleagues behind the president's agenda. Okay, this is a suicide pact by these Republicans who are turning on the president and turning on that agenda. And if this keeps up, we will get slammed in the midterm elections, no matter how low the Democrat numbers are. You have to have a united party going into midterm elections. You really do. Then, of course, we have the war powers situation. The war powers situation. We had these Republicans in the Senate, 5 of them, who voted with the Democrats, every single Democrat, as I pointed out, saying that, if you're going to say we're going to have approval or anything goes for it. No, you don't get approval. You can vote to defund or limit funds or whatever you want, but you don't have veto power. Unbelievable. And there's more. So I wanted to point this out to you, that this stuff is going on. Some Republicans who are against the override said they wanted to signal support for Trump in their votes, while others cited concerns over fiscal responsibility. I'm with POTUS, said Greg Steube, Republican of Florida, who was against overriding the Florida measure. They're not working with our federal law enforcement officer as it relates to immigration and enforcement. I believe that projects that exclusively benefit local communities should be paid exclusively by those local communities. I agree with Tom McClintock, one of the few Republicans left in the California delegation. We've got to stop robbing St. Petersburg to pay St. Paul. And he's right. You've got these local projects. I mean, these Republicans run on fiscal conservatism, right, and responsibility. Well, why is the federal taxpayer paying for all this stuff? If it really doesn't have a federal connection, then it belongs in the states. So I wanted to bring this up. I wanted to point out that some of these Republicans are off on their own. They're acting rogue. They have 1,000 reasons. They can tell you why. But I have one reason why I tell you this better stop. Because the ship will sink. It will sink. And it'll be a disaster. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
If your credit card balance is freaking you out after all the holiday spending, I have something that can save you money right now. Cut your cell phone bill in half by switching to Pure Talk Saver Plan. Just $20 a month for unlimited talk, text, and 3 gigs of high-speed data on Pure Talk's super-fast nationwide 5G network. As a veteran-led company that cares about giving back to those who serve, if you're active or former military or a first responder, you'll save an additional 20% every single month. The easiest way to free up cash flow is to reduce your monthly recurring bills. Start with cutting overpriced wireless and switching to my wireless company. Just dial pound 250 and say Mark Levin, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team will help you switch in just minutes.
You know
Again,
what, bud?
talk, text, and data just $20 a month. Dial pound 250, say Mark Levin, and you'll save an additional 50% off your first month. Dial pound 250, say Mark Levin. Pure Talk is America's wireless company.
Accident activity now on the Beltway in College Park on the outer loop. It's to the ramp to northbound 95. And this is blocking the 2 right lanes of that ramp. Multi-vehicle accident. This is causing delays from Central Avenue. Also delays on the outer loop headed through Tyson's. And again from the Springfield interchange to the Wilson Bridge. Inner loop still slow from the Dulles Tollard towards the 270 spur. And more delays on and off from 355 all the way towards Pennsylvania Avenue. In Vienna, there is still an accident that has the northbound lanes of Hunterville Road closed between Dale Road and Lawyers Road due to that long-standing accident. In Prince William County, watch out for an accident on Dumfries Road at Country Club Drive and on the Prince William Parkway eastbound at Telegraph Road, that in Woodbridge. Eastbound 66 between Glebe Road and Spout Run, that accident moved to the right shoulder. Traffic still very heavy from the connector road. Now for RoughStoryCare.com, the WMAL Storm Watch and Forecast.
Tonight, rain likely early, then drying out with lows in the mid-40s. Tomorrow, rain becomes more widespread, temps in the mid-50s.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
No, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Chris Plant here. Tired of dating online and want to meet real people face to face? Let the professional matchmakers at It's Just Lunch help. After a confidential interview, your personal matchmaker hand selects quality matches for you. They pre-screen every date and they'll book your reservations at best spots in town. All you have to do is show up and be yourself. It's Just Lunch help you turn new beginnings into lasting connections. Call 202-466-4333.
Said he started to go down there.
ItsJustLunchDC.com.
Very seriously.
He's coming over.
That's why I choose
That
monetary
chair
gold.
comfortable to sit in?
Monetary Gold is the go-to precious metals company for many Americans who are concerned about rising costs, uncertainty, and the long-term strength of the dollar. They focus on real gold and real silver, products tied to real market value. They've been doing this for 26 years. Through market crashes and recessions, economic upheavals, they've become one of the most respected names in the precious metals business. Call Monetary Gold now at 877-NOW-GOLD. That's 877-NOW-GOLD. Or visit marklovesgold.com. Monetary Gold.
All right, I'm having a card game. So I got to go. I have company. I'll be playing cards. Fuck you, Rusty. Oh, it's this woman in Washington, Marie Lubapina. She thinks she's fucking queen of YouTube. I got to go. I'll be back later when the card game's over.